Let's see, you've got Flo, you've got the Gecko, and the voice of the guy on The Office. Car insurance companies do a lot of advertising because they want your business, and that gives you a way to save on car insurance rates. Hello again, I'm Mark Huffman with MoneyWatch Radio, and today we're going to talk about the increasing number of car insurance discounts that are available and how you can take advantage of them. Fortunately, Bankrate.com has done a lot of the legwork for us. Each year, they study the rates of the 10 major car insurance companies, and they come up with a list of the most common discounts and which companies are offering them. On the line with me to talk about what he discovered when he conducted the 2014 analysis is Bankrate's Doug Whiteman. Hey, Doug, how are you?
Great, Mark. How are you doing?
I am great and very pleased you can share some of this information with us. And I noticed that it seems insurance companies reward consumers who invest in safety features on their cars. And especially this year, it seems like daytime running lights are getting a big discount. And daytime running lights mostly found on new cars, right?
Well, yes. We found that there are more discounts being advertised on the websites of the car insurers, the major car insurance companies, compared to what we found a year ago. And one of the new discounts that we've added to our chart is for daytime running lights. This is a very common feature on newer cars, and people might not be aware that this discount is available. So it's very important for people to know this if they have this equipment and they're not getting this discount from their insurance company. With a lot of these safety features, the insurers believe that they are making the vehicle safer, and it's less likely that you'll be involved in an accident, and so you're seen as a lower risk.
And how much of a discount?
Well, it really varies with these discounts. It varies from company to company and from discount to discount. We found some discounts in the 3 to 5% range, others of 30% or sometimes even more.
Car insurance seems to be a lot more competitive than it once was. True?
Well, that's right. The insurance industry is crazy competitive. Anybody who watches television knows this. There are all these colorful commercials that seem to be getting louder all the time. And discounts are one of the ways that the insurers try to win business and stand out from the pack. And it seems they're also coming up with new and more creative discounts all the time. This is what we found in our survey, and this is why it's so important for consumers to stay informed about what's available.
And you also found that car insurance companies will reward you for driving a newer car. Now, why is that?
That's right. This is another one of the discounts that we hadn't looked for last year, but this year in our research we found that this was fairly common, that it's becoming mainstream. In fact, 5 out of the 10 largest insurers have a newer vehicle discount. What they mean by newer vehicle tends to vary. Typically, we're talking 3 years old or less, but in one case, it means a car that's up to 20 years old. Insurers believe that newer vehicles are safer, less likely to be involved in a crash. And we also know that with much older model cars, there is a risk of car theft. This study comes out every summer by an insurance industry group showing the car models most likely to be stolen. And often it's car models from the early 1990s, which have parts that are hard to come by and are seen as valuable.
And you also reported that not driving your car very much will also get you a discount. Now, how do you go about proving you're only driving 12,000 miles a year?
Well, that's right. We checked last year for low mileage discounts. We found 6 out of the 10 insurers offered this. This time we found 8 out of the 10 advertise a low mileage discount. In many cases, you do need to install a gadget within your car that will monitor your driving and let the insurance company know that you are indeed driving as little as you say you are. But these discounts can be available if you drive 30 miles or less per day.
Now, before a consumer agrees to install one of these gadgets in their car, they should probably give some thought to, there could be some downsides, right?
Well, I know consumers have concerns about privacy, and this might be one of the reasons why this type of discount, or at least this type of telematics gadget, as they're called, why these aren't prevalent and have not swept the industry just yet. We do find that the low mileage discount is offered by most of the insurance companies, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they all require you to have one of these onboard devices.
A lot of the discounts we've been talking about make perfect economic sense, but I have to admit I was a little surprised that you can get a discount just by belonging to a certain professional organization or maybe even an alumni association.
That's interesting. A lot of times the insurance companies will have a partnership relationship with a fraternity or a sorority or a professional organization. They think it's good business to extend a discount to members of a group that helps them promote their business. Other times there are insurance discounts available for certain occupations. The insurance companies believe that people who work in certain fields are less likely to be driving a great deal, not as much, for example, as a salesperson, or they think that people working in certain professions aren't likely to be risk takers, as you might find in other types of occupations. And a third reason for some of these affinity occupational discounts might be that the insurance company has a promotional relationship. For example, we see sponsorship deals where an insurance company is the official insurer of the football team from University XYZ. So that means that students or alumni from that university would qualify for an insurance discount.
From your analysis, what are the most popular or common discounts that you find, the discounts the insurance companies are most likely to offer?
Yes, the most common discounts that we found are for bundling, which is if you insure your home and your car through the same company. All 10 of the top 10 auto insurers will offer you a discount for that. Also, for having a teen driver who's a good student. It can be very expensive to purchase car insurance if you have a teenager in your family, but we did find that all 10 of the top 10 insurers will give you a price break if your kid is getting good grades at school, getting A's and B's. The insurance company will believe that that student is more responsible. If you have more than one car at home and they're both insured through the same company, we have found that 9 out of the top 10 will provide you with a discount. And anti-theft devices, such as a car alarm, that will score you a discount if you are insured with 9 out of the top 10 auto insurance companies.
Do you have any thoughts about which insurance companies provide the best or the most discounts?
Well, we do want people to come to Bankrate.com and see our chart, and it also might not be a fair question because we surveyed for 19 popular discounts, but there are certainly many others out there that aren't quite as universal, in which we did not look for. And discounts, too, may not be available in all states. The company with the most discounts in California might not have the most discounts in Louisiana. There are state regulations that can come into play. So the chart that we're offering on Bankrate.com can be a great guideline, but consumers really need to investigate their own personal circumstances and contact the insurance company over the phone or do some of their own research online before making a decision.
And so how does a consumer go about getting these discounts?
Well, it's important to do an audit of your insurance policy at least once a year, just to take a look and see what you're paying and see the discounts that you're getting, become more knowledgeable about the discounts that are available. Maybe you didn't know that there's a discount now for anti-lock brakes, and your car has anti-lock brakes, so you need to know about that and let your insurance company know that your car is equipped that way. It's very important to note that you can't really count on the insurance company to know how your car is equipped or know about the organizations that you belong to and so on. You really need to keep on top of that and make sure that the company is informed so that you can get the best price possible.
Okay, so consumers need to be aware of the discounts they have coming to them and not to be shy about asking for them. Doug, thanks for the tips.
Absolutely. Great talking with you.
Bankrate.com's Doug Whiteman. And we'll leave you with this. Insurance rates can vary widely depending on your age, what kind of car you're driving, and where you happen to live. In all but 3 states, your credit score can even be taken into account when your insurance company sets your rate. So it pays to get the best rate you can, then find out how many discounts you can get. And you'll find a pretty comprehensive list of available discounts at Bankrate.com. Then it's up to you to make sure your insurance company knows what you qualify for. Our thanks again to Bankrate's Doug Whiteman, and we'll see you next time with more money-saving tips on MoneyWatch Radio.